Alright, hey everyone. I've been getting a lot of questions as far as how the battle system in Resonance of Fate works, through messages and comments, just asking me to even compare it to stuff. I've played a lot of RPGs in the past, and honestly, there's nothing you can really compare this to. It's pretty much one of the more innovative things I've seen. That's not to say it's very complicated, though it looks it, and it's really not something you can learn through just seeing how it works, so I'm going to explain it as I go to hopefully help you understand what's been going on in each video that I've been making. So, to start off, you have hero attacks and regular attacks. Hero attacks are going to use one of the gauge at the bottom, those 3 hexes. It's going to use one of them. You have 3. If you use all 3, you go into critical condition, which is just bad. You no longer take chip damage, and you're just going to get really hurt. You're generally just going to lose the match if you do get in that. Normal attacks, you can just press X, your reticle starts charging, and then you can shoot once a full revolution. As far as how attacks work, the gauge charges. Each revolution you can shoot at. The more revolutions you do, the more damage you're going to do. It's a damage multiplier. That's pretty easy to understand. I don't think there's anything hard there. There's 2 different types of damage. There's scratch damage and direct damage. Scratch damage is, it can't kill an enemy. It's a lot of blue damage, you'll see when Riembel shoots, because machine guns are the guns that do scratch damage, and she's holding one. You can't kill enemies with it. The next person that shoots it with a direct damage weapon is going to take away all the scratch damage, as well as any extra damage the gun does. So, generally, machine guns, they do a lot more than regular direct damage guns, but they can't kill them in the turn you use them. So using her, I'll show you. These are hero actions. When you press square, they open up. It uses one of your gauge at the bottom. If you run between your party, you're going to get a blue spark. That builds your resonance gauge as you run across it. The resonance gauge is above the health. Those are used for your resonance attacks, which are just team attacks in a giant triangle. I may as well just do this one to show you. It builds once. There's her scratch damage. If you get a target airborne, you can jump above them and do smackdowns by shooting them down. These get you a lot more items. You generally want to do this whenever you can, because it's not easy to get money in Resonance of Fate, and when you get items, you can sell them at the store and get money that way. Here, I'll show you. Vash will take away the chip damage here and extra damage from other bullets. As you go. Oh, we killed it more. Never mind. Just to show, his gun doesn't do nearly as much. Oh, I guess it did, just because he's level 10. But it doesn't do as much damage as Riembel's gun, just period. Now resonance attacks, because I just got that filled up. I have 2 resonance now, so I can open up a resonance attack. Those are triangle. You hit triangle to do that, and it makes a triangle between the 3. You can choose the order in which they run. The person you're controlling is always the first. So Zephyr is the first one to run. There's a 1 next to his name that shows he's the first one to shoot. You can change the order by pressing triangle. See, I'm changing Vash to 2 and Leanne to 3, then Leanne to 2 and Vash to 3. Also, that changes the direction they run in the triangle, but that doesn't really matter. Pretty much, that only helps for positioning. Like, if you have a machine gun person, you want to use them next, and you want to put them nearby the enemies. Anyway, resonance attacks. They only use 1 hero gauge, which is what the big advantage to using them is. It's 1 segment of your hero gauge, and you get all 3 people attacking at once, so you can do a whole lot of damage. And I'll show you one of those right now. I don't want to target the leader because that'll end the battle. I'm not sure which one's the leader here. There he is. Alright. So we'll aim at that one. Everyone charges on the reticule this time. And each one has an execute for their attacks. She just hit multiple people. I'm probably gonna kill the leader. Oh no, I didn't. Thank God. But anyway, once you have that, they just ran across 2 lengths of the triangle. That's pretty much the gist of how battles work. You want to get a big triangle, use a resonance attack, and then you can kill everything at once, hopefully. If you don't, you're going to end up in the hero gauge. I forgot to mention. If you run out, you go into condition critical. Condition critical is somewhere you don't want to be because they can just instantly kill you from there. Well, not all of them will, but you no longer take chip damage, so all of their attacks go straight to direct. It's really painful, and you're a lot slower, and you can only do normal attacks. You can't do heroic runs anymore. So, here, I'll kill these 2 so that I can show you condition critical on at it. Oh, there's oh shit, I pressed the wrong button. There is stop and preserve. Those 2, it's if you're really close to something and they there's the leader, I don't want to kill him. If you're close to something and they're high in the air, you're gonna get that screen. I guess at the end of this, I will splice in a video once I'm done recording this. I'll splice in a video of how that works at the end. Oh, there. Zephyr, once you take all direct damage, you lose part of your gauge. It's just another way to disadvantage you. I'll switch to the end. I need his health down if I'm even come close to winning. When you go into condition critical, which is what I'm about to do, you are suddenly a lot slower. You can still win the fight, which is what I plan to do. It's just a lot harder because you can no longer run, so you're kind of stuck with however you were. There's condition critical. You can only use normal attacks here. They run a lot slower. Yeah, you can still win the fight by they have a lot of scratch damage, but you generally would have had to have been about to win anyway to win fights in critical. And that's basically how the battle system works. I'll probably splice in the preserve thing here, because I pressed the wrong button there, to show you how those work. If you use those, you get a lot of items. It's just another way to gain items and do a lot of damage at the same time. Anyhow, that's pretty much the basics of Resonance of Fate's battle system. I hope that clears up things for people that were asking, and I'll see you later.